Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about the Hover Glide NF2 from Slingshot. I'm going to explain to you how to put the foil together and who the foil is for. So what you see on the table in front of me is what you get when you buy the Slingshot NF2. You get a cover when it's assembled, and you're going to put it into the car so that you don't scratch your car and you don't scratch your foil. We're going to show that to you later on. There's an instruction manual where you can read most of the stuff that's in there. And a great extra added feature from Slingshot, if you sign up for the Foil Academy, you can see a ton of tutorial how to get your first experience on foiling. This foil, the NF2, is a foil that Slingshot have had in their lineup for many years. It's proven that it's good for intermediate, for those who already went over the first step of foiling. So for the first timer, I wouldn't recommend this foil, this particular foil. I'm gonna talk about that in another video. But for those who already knows how to foil or have tried their first baby steps, did their kangaroos, this is a really good go-to foil that's gonna give you a lot of fun for years to come. It's not an entry level, it's more like an entry intermediate. So regardless if you're gonna go out on an open sea and go for big distances, or if you're gonna go into smaller surf, gonna do a lot of fun, do rodeos and 360s and whatever, here you have a foil that can do most of it. It's a super durable foil. It's made out of carbon epoxy composite. It's on the heavier side, but it's super durable and it will get some scratches, but no problem. Slingshot even provided a little bit of super fine sandpaper here so you can repair it a little bit again. So assembling the NF2 is quite easy, even if you haven't tried it before. You have the main wing, you have the body, which a lot of the cooks out there call a fuselage, which comes from an airplane. So this is the fuselage. You put it in here, everybody can do that. You have a tail, which has a shim. This is what Slingshot believes is the best angle of attack for the back wing. So you can put that there just for the looks of now. You have the back wing or the stabilizer, and you put the stabilizer there. This is how it's gonna look. And then you have to apply some screws. For any water sports activities that contain screws, it doesn't matter if it's acid-free screws like this, add some grease. It's gonna help your kit when you're gonna disassemble it again so that you can get the screws out of it. So do yourself a favor, put a little bit of grease on all your screws before screwing them in. And it doesn't matter if it's on seawater or if it's sweet water, it's gonna corrode anyway. So applying your board base to the mast, please put the board base at the top where it says Hover Glide. It does matter, the two ends are not exactly the same. So this is the way to apply it. And you slide it over, put in the screws, and then you screw them in. So now we got the screws in and they're fairly long. Be sure to tighten them quite well. You can obviously always tighten them after you've been out for a session if you disassemble your foil set from your board. If like me, who has a van, I just put it in. I sometimes, when I'm bored, I do take it out and make sure that all the screws are tightened. I'm gonna assemble the mast to the lower now. You're gonna put that into that sleeve that you have there. It fits in nice and tuck. Shouldn't be any problem to put it on. Now you can see it's in there. And then you take the two last screws put those in there and then screw them all the way in. Also here, make sure that they're tight. So now before going to the water, you could take your little sandpaper here and then take a little bit of the back edge of your stabilizer wing, the back wing. It's pretty sharp, and when you're in the water you have a tendency to flip around with your feet and they might get caught here. So making them a little bit numb is going to prevent you from getting cuts on your feet. A really nice feature from Slingshot is that they are also applying this nice set of cushion for your foil. So while carrying it to the beach or putting it in the car, you have protection of both you and your product. And it's really easy to take off and nice to have. Actually, now you're good to go. This is your Hover Glide NF2, ready to go on the water. Enjoy that, have fun.